I'm Paige Polarski. Welcome back to the DTE Energy Community Garden Project in Washington Township. Today, over 30 volunteers came out to help harvest the crops, which are going to be donated to the Gleaners Food Bank, the Samaritan House, and St. Clement's Church. Today, let's take a look at one of the many harvest days that they've had over the summer.
We had an incredible spring, early summer here, lots and lots of rain. It was coming on a great cycle. And then about 3-4 weeks ago, the rain stopped and we're now in drought season. So that changed everything. The plant stopped growing. Fortunately, most of them had root systems that are deep enough to make it through the season. I think we're going to have a great crop. The surprise crops at this particular garden were the tomatoes. We've already delivered over 900 pounds of tomatoes to the different charities in the area. And so we're real pleased with that. And today we'll find out about the fall squash. I'm fortunate that the farmer next door over on that side of us is tilling the property and coaching us, because I went from, as a kid, growing up on about a 200 square foot garden to now we're here at 1.5 acres, and the techniques are totally different. Well, this is the harvest. Like I said, mainly it was twice a week we harvest tomatoes, so this is just the normal harvest of the tomatoes that happened today. But for the two kinds of squash, those will be out of the garden. There won't be anything planted in that area. We have a third type of squash close to 30 Mile Road out there, which is acorn squash. That we're going to try to leave in the ground as long as possible so that we can bring it out at the fall time. Again, what we're trying to do is constantly have food available for people in need. So if we can sequence it through the season, we're able to provide different foods throughout the season to people. And then at the other end of the spectrum, on this side, we're going to be putting in some turnips today. And those are supposed to be ready in about a month to a month and a half. And so that'll give us a later fall crop that we'll probably leave them out here. They can handle the first few mild frosts, so we'll leave them out here till mid-October. We definitely need volunteers. We are here every Monday evening from roughly 3:30 to about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. And at that time we'll be harvesting, weeding. As we said, we're going to be harvesting the tomatoes at least twice a week still. And once we get some rain, we should also be getting a lot of peppers. This garden has definitely met my expectations. I was very cautious in this early part of the season, being that you're right next to a wetland, a wildlife habitat. I was real concerned about how much damage the wild animals were going to do. Fortunately, at least in our first season, the deer didn't come in. We did have a groundhog make his home right in the middle of the garden, and that's why we are harvesting the fall squash. So we're trying to clear out those that it's eating, but it's been a very successful season.
It was through our church, our Step Out and Serve project, and the whole event found out about this, about the energy garden, and that they needed help harvesting, so we were happy to come out and help. It's the first time I've been here. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. I hope we can come back and help some more.
This year's harvest went to two local organizations, the Samaritan House and the Agape Center of St. Clement of Rome Parish. Here is Pamela Zent and Nancy Kaspari on how this garden helped the local communities.
We were really excited to learn that DTE Energy was going to start a community garden here in Washington Township. At Samaritan House, we strive to provide fresh vegetables and produce for our clients as much as possible, and this has been a bit of a void for us. This opportunity to work with DTE Energy on this garden has filled a huge hole and supplied us this year with a lot of fresh produce for our clients. And I would like to take advantage of this opportunity to thank everyone who worked so diligently on the DTE Energy Garden and helped to provide the vegetables for us here.
And I'm here today to say thank you A big thank you to DTE for providing us with bountiful produce for the summer. I can't begin to tell you how many people you helped. Our clients were very, very appreciative of the fresh produce. Here at Agape, we normally do not get fresh. We give out canned most of the year. It was a real blessing to be able to give tomatoes, squash, peppers, things like that, that because some of our clients are diabetic, it really helped them. It was what would be called a healthy summer. Good choices to whoever planted, those who did the weeding. We thank all of you. I can't tell you what it means to have someone take in mind all the people who are going without. We were truly blessed to have you as a sponsor. Thank you.
The DTE Energy Garden Project is here to stay. We hope that next year's garden will be even more successful. If you want more information or are interested in volunteering, please contact Mark Zupmore at 313-235-3579 or email him at zupmorem@dteenergy.com.